The very thing we think disqualifies us from leadership. See, we think leaders have to be perfect. Their lives have to be perfect. Somebody that I listen to needs to have it all together. When in reality, sometimes you need to get around some people who have been wounded and hurt and made it through. Some things you go through, and it'll never be the same again. There's nothing you can do that can change it, and it's hard, but God says, I can use that wound, I can use that bruise, I can use that attack, I can use that divorce, I can use that if that disease had not come, and don't get me wrong, God doesn't send it. Read the story of Job. It's Satan that sends it. It's sin that sends it. It's the enemy that sends it. It's disobedience that sends it. But God, if he allows the wound, the hurt, the attack, the bloodshed to come to your life, to your family, the sword to hit you, it's only so he can give you more ability to communicate to somebody else that I went through it and I made it. The tragedy, the loss of a loved one, the early death of some relative. God says, I can use that wound to get my message across to powerful, hardened people who nobody else can reach but the wounded. Sometimes we think if we've been wounded, we can't lead. We think, sometimes we look at God's command and say, I really can't worship today with joy because I've had such a hellish week. I really can't lead. I really can't help others because I've been wounded and I've been hurt. I can't even lead myself. I'm so messed up, I can't even get myself out of this depression. How in the world can God use me? Because that's how he does. We've all been shot. Throw away your excuses. You say, I'm the only one that's shot. No, you're not. You're not the only one hurt. You're not the only one wounded. You know, children can wound you, and marriage can wound you, and family can wound you, and job situations can wound you, and business deals that go bad and devastate you can wound you, and addictions can wound you. Here's a big one. And friendly fire can wound you. People that you were so close and so tight with, and something happened, and now there is this terrible wound that doesn't ever seem to heal. But what I'm saying to you is, you may never get over it, but you will get through it if you will do what God tells you to do. And some of you say, well, I want him to take it away. Some scars will never go away. Some wounds will never go away. And it may never go away, but you will get through it and you will stand victorious, and you have a choice to make. You don't choose what sword comes at you. You don't choose what wound comes into your life. Some things just hit and you don't understand and never will, but you do choose your response. And I can become an alcoholic, or I can become an overcomer. I can become bitter and sour and angry and unforgiving and mad at God and mad at the church and mad at the Bible. It's a bunch of bull. Throw it in the fire. It's no good. Or I can say, you know what? Like Job, the Lord gives, the Lord takes away. He's going to work it for his good. And in the end, I'll be standing blessed, and I'll be in heaven with my whole family.